Battlefield 5, believe it or not. I played all of them since Bad Company 1, I've played a couple of the older ones, but 5 is special, it's good. And this is one of the very few Battlefields I think I'm decent at. You can kind of tell at the beginning of this that I'm not very good, but towards the end of it I do get good. It's like a redemption arc. Now I'd love to play this game more when it works. Now, obviously by the title of the video, this is about zombies and zombie games. Now, I have 3 zombie games that I'd like to show off and talk about, because to me they're either people don't know them as much as they should, it's underappreciated, or they're misjudged. The first one we're going to start off with is one surprisingly few of my friends or people I know have heard about. Spider-Man! No, believe it or not, it's actually Zombie Army Trilogy. Well, now, this game has 3 chapters, and in each chapter it has different missions, around about 5 in each episode. You can play it cooperatively, or you can play it solo. Now, I don't have Plus, so I don't have many people to play it with, but for the experience I've had, it's been fun to play with friends. But there is a problem. Before the day 1 patch, this game wasn't very good. It was as fun as shoving your cock in a blender. But they did improve on the game. They added actual sort of bios to each character. You can choose your own characters, and you can have custom classes, and each mission has its own sort of atmosphere. Plus also, you get to see Hitler lose his shit.
The war is lost. Surrender is our only option.
Oh, you want to see that amazing headshot again? Here you see Hitler MLG, bruh. Now, Zombie Army Trilogy was originally made as a mod for Sniper Elite 2. You can tell in the first and I think a part of the second, they reused assets from Sniper Elite 2. But in episode 3, you can tell that they went through loads of care, putting a load of details, hints, and they even had some minor free roam sections. And fucking hell, like, just look at this shit! You can't make this up! Like, even in the first mission, they have human characters. Humans, they have humans! And you can even help some, which I completely failed to do here, because I like murdering people. I completely missed that shot, and... Now, there are downsides to this game. As if, like, the boss battles are good, the AI is fairly decent in places, and the combat in it just feels like it's a tad out of place, but it still surprisingly works. Anyway, there's also the fact that the human AI is fucking OP as hell. Just why? Stop shooting me, I want to live! Like, for God's sake, there's even comedy in this game. How do you add comedy into a World War II zombie game? Like, I understand Black Ops did, but Jesus Christ!
It's not normal. I was only trying to make a cup of tea.
They even went through all the effort of programming you so that if you killed an individual who was infected, but was not a zombie yet, then just... What?
We were hit hard last night. We lost quite a
Nice. This is sexual harassment. Die! Die, scum! Also, at this point in the gameplay, I was absolutely shitting myself. If you can't tell, I did just see a tank a couple of seconds earlier. And my reaction was mostly like, oh fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, yeah, who's running away now, big man? Yeah. Anyway, now I'm going to talk about Spider-Man because I've wanted to talk about it since it was released, and especially since I completed it. Now, I believe that for exclusives, PlayStation is better in that department than Microsoft. Now, Microsoft does have a couple of good ones, like Halo. I can't think of many others. Gears of War, I guess, is alright. Please don't attack me with some memories. Please, I'm innocent. Anyway, I want to just emphasize how good this game is. The combat in it is great. It's basically Arkham but more improved. The story is absolutely phenomenal. The web slinging is great. The traversal is just. Imagine the most sensual thing you've ever experienced. That sounded a lot more wrong than I intended it to. The story of this game follows Peter Parker in his later life. Not when he's at school, but when he's working for Otto Octavius. Now, I can't really say much about the game without spoiling it, but the Sinister Six is in this. Now, their leader, who I'm not going to say for spoiler reasons, is an amazing boss. And it's just so, like, thought-provoking. But I'm going to do a full review on Spider-Man later. And I was going to do one on Killing Floor 2 when I originally planned this to be a zombie video. But I'm not making it a zombie video, I'm just making it about two games that I really, really, really like. And the beta of a game that I'll hopefully are gonna like. I'm a bit lost with this video. This is the first time I've done a review of sorts, so yeah. Now, the way I think Spider-Man, like this Spider-Man as a game idea, was just sort of like this guy in Insomniac just coming to the room and thinking, you know what? I've got a really good idea for this. The boss going, oh, what is it, Jerry? Well, you know everyone likes Spider-Man, right? Yeah. And you know, like, nobody really likes Sunset Overdrive except for its movement and some of its combat. Yeah. And you know, like, the Arkham combat. Yeah. Well, what if we did that, but Spider-Man? Well, yeah, that could be a really good cash grab. No, not cash grab. What do you mean? We have to make a really good story. But we've got a problem. What? My voice is still Italian Liverpudlian. Anyway, they also want a story that is really good. Oh, we can only make it very short though. I've got an idea. What? Let's make it very, very, very short. How long? Around about 20 hours. Now, after I've done that sketch, I've come to the realization that that might not have gone very well, but this game is short. I am being very short. It is as short as a premature baby. And, my fucking god, I wish that it was longer, because the story in it is fucking amazing. And if any game allows you to web people to walls, swing, shock them away, and just do a ridiculous amount of shit, it's you kind of expect it to be good, and you don't expect the story to be good, but that thing, it's amazing. Now, I'm about to go into my in-depth detail of the story, so if you're not bothered about story aspects or you have played the game before, then this is going to be my account of it. So, what do I think of the ending? Starters. Oh, look at the pretty graphics. Oh, look, you can see the Oh, sad again. Anyway, I'm gonna change the topic again because I'm as indecisive as a man who doesn't know how to die. Anyway, the story of Spider-Man, it's surprisingly emotional, and the way it's presented is very well. It's its own original story. It presents characters in its own certain way, and it's like on brand. But one thing I will give it, like, sort of hate, well, not hate, just sort of bomb for, is that when I initially got this game, I was as giddy as a kid who had just discovered porn. Just let that sink in for a moment. A kid who just discovered porn. And when I finished it, I was still as giddy as a kid who had just discovered porn. But not just that. As giddy as a kid who just discovered porn and a heroin addict who just found a lifetime supply of heroin. Anyway, before I make any mockery of myself on the internet, the story is basically just perfection. I just wish there was a lot more. It's very short. Oh, but that soundtrack though! The entire thing is like food and whiskey for your, and mixed with iron brew for your fucking ears. Anyway, that's the end of today's video. If you liked it, do whatever you want. Your life's your own. Have fun, and goodbye.